What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus G15 Advantage gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're gonna go ahead and try ourselves out with some Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, as somebody would like to have seen. So, I guess I could just say requested. It's a lot easier. But anyway, we're only able to test it out at 1080p, unfortunately, for now. But we can at least hop in there and see if it's worth the upgrade or not. I'm hoping that we can still stay above 60 FPS, even on very high on this thing. But we might not be able to anymore. But why don't we stop wondering and go hop on in? We'll also hope that OBS works on this. Didn't work on the fire bat, but last time that happened, it worked fine on everything else. So I don't know what the hell happened to the fire bat, but OBS doesn't seem to want to work, which is kind of lame. But anyway, why don't we now hop into the game? Well, unfortunately, OBS on this computer did not want to work either. I'm still going to try it out on the Alienware just to make sure, but it doesn't look like OBS plays nice with this game. But first, we're going to try what we did on the small form factor and just try maxing it out. Only obviously not 4K this time, just at 1080p. I have VSync on, but with a 300Hz screen, it doesn't really matter. I don't think we're anywhere near 300Hz, but we'll still do that anyway. Then we can go on to a benchmark. Yeah, after that, we'll get into the game. So, to the benchmark. So, we got an average of 60, a max of 123, but a minimum of 16. And it seems like it's mostly the CPU holding it back. Unfortunately, that kind of happens a lot with this thing. At least at 1080p. But GPU seems more than capable anyway. So if we just had a little bit better CPU, I think we'd probably be able to average a little bit more. Probably more like 70 FPS or something like that. But let's go hop into the game and we'll see how it runs, and then we'll tone her down to high, and then start messing around with FSR and frame gen and all that after that. Well, alright, here we are in the game. So let's just get ourselves a little bit of some gameplay here.
There, bucket.
Oh, did they kick the bucket?
Did someone bring the blood to the camp? The trail of blood ends here, but whoever left it must have also left tracks.
Seems like it's doing pretty good, but I can tell there's definitely going to be some spots where we drop under 60. But at least it's not a complete stutter fest. We got some creatures. See, yeah, once they appear on the screen, now we are not getting 60 anymore. And he went that way, so we do have to pass them. And kill them. Oh, nope, there's still another one. Didn't see him. Nobody here. Everything's fine.
You're not gonna like this.
Alright. Is that all of them? I think so. So, even though we're not getting 60, it seems pretty smooth, and the frame times and all that, so that's at least cool, but let's try toning it down a little bit. So, we're still going to keep it at 1080p, we're not going to use FSR yet. we'll try that next, because I really don't want to have to drop down to medium, but it says custom, but I really just changed one thing, which was depth of field, so I turned that off because I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, there we go. And that's the bottom. So let's run ourselves a quick benchmark, and then we'll go and get some more gameplay. Well, alright, a little better this time. This time we averaged 72, max of 128, and a minimum of 21. But apparently it's still in the CPU, we still have underlying 60s in the CPU percentiles. GPU, again, we're totally fine. But hey, let's go see what it actually equates to for gameplay. Alright, here we go, we're in the game. So let's see how it does this time, and this is actually good. We'll get to do the exact same thing we did last time, so we can see if it drops down under 60. We don't got no recording this time like we did on the small form factor PC. We're still not using any upscaling. We still drop a little under 60 here, but we're not dropping all the way down to 50 like we did before, so that's at least good. So with a little FSR on high, we can definitely stay over 60, I'm almost positive. Pretty good. Oh, there he is, he's coming right at me. Come on, get out of here, you bastard. There is no one in this bush. Yeah, see? Everything's great. Damn it. At least I got him to look at me. Never was that great at aiming with a controller. Probably never will be. But anyway, now let's go mess around with a little FSR, shall we? Now we shall turn on some FSR 3 on quality. And we're going to leave it on high. And after that, we'll try a little frame gen 2. We're on high, all except for one thing. I turned depth of field off, so it says custom. And alright, let's go run a quick bench. Well, alright, benchmark is all finished, so we got 74 this time, 137, and a minimum of 33. So it didn't really go up much, but I think that's because we're CPU bottlenecked. So I was pretty much expecting this to happen. But we'll still go get a little bit of gameplay, just for fun. Then we'll turn frame gen on and see what that will be like. Because this is where it actually kind of can help a little. If you're actually close to 60 or getting over 60 average, it can actually do good. But I don't think it helps that much with CPU bottlenecks. But hey, we'll find out, won't we? But first, let's go see how just FSR 3 quality. In the game we are. So let's follow the tracks again. And we'll go fight those things again in the same spot and see if we can stay over 60 now. FSR definitely makes it look a little softer, but it doesn't look as bad as some of the instances of this shit looked. In fact, I can barely see those fizzles that I usually see. At least not from all the way back here. Maybe if I was sitting right where my camera is, maybe you guys can see them, but the camera sees stuff way better than even I can. So nope, in the same slot, we're still dropping down to like 58, 59, just like we were. Dang it, I missed. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, it's just certain spots too. So it's not like you're gonna constantly always be under 60 and just be like, oh man, this sucks. But in some spots like that, you're still gonna drop under 60, it seems. But why don't we now go try turning frame gen on? Although I really doubt it's gonna make a huge difference. But hey, I can totally admit when I'm wrong, so let's go find out. The time of frame gen is now upon us, so let's look over the settings. I basically didn't change anything else, just turned frame gen on, but people like to skip around the videos, so I still like showing the settings for each thing, even if I only change one little thing. Alright, with that, let's get a benchmark in, and then back to the game. Well, alright, we're all done, and it did better than I thought. I figured it was going to average like 80, maybe 90 FPS, but it says we're getting 137 now. Obviously, we're not really getting that, but we go up to 228 and a minimum of 68. But this still went down a little compared to how it was without the frame gen. But from my experience on the small form factor PC, it doesn't really seem to matter very much. It didn't seem like it was stuttery or terrible, or it was like it was dropping frames or anything like that. So why don't we go and see how it does now? Even though it's probably still not going to get over 60 FPS, like in reality, maybe it'll feel like it does now at least, since we're actually, we're getting over 60 average. It just doesn't seem to work good when you're under 60 average, trying to get to that 60 FPS point. At least in my experience testing games, anyway. Well, now here we are, back in the game. So let's just see how it does now. Will it turn into a stuttering mess now, or will it be like buttery smooth and have like bad artifacts or what? So far it doesn't seem so bad. Let's see how I do on this part. Last time I got spotted, so let's see how I do this time. Oh, that's not the right button. At least they didn't see me. I figured they would have heard that for sure. Alright, there's one down. Two down. But I think that one saw me. There we go. Wasn't there one more? Or did we get them all? was that last one? I think they were over here.
That's twisted. I wonder if the blood from the camp came from this boy. If Baum did this, why does he want people to think he's dead? And why desecrate the shrine? What are those scrappers picking at? Must shut.
Let's get the heck out of here. We'll hide. I don't think it'll see me. If they don't see me beforehand, I don't think they can see me. Yeah, they're pissed. They are not happy with me. Alright, I think this is probably a good time for us to wrap up the video anyway, so let's go wrap it up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, and it didn't quite get us 60 plus all the time at native resolution at high or very high, but it was still decently playable on both, but add a little FSR and some frame gen in there, and it was a very pleasant experience. So in times like this, I'm happy we have that instead of just being like, oh, well, nope, all we can do is plop everything down to medium, and you could probably get some pretty decent performance if you sat there, you know, fiddle with the settings and all that good stuff, but I did that on some of the smaller stuff, and just kind of running out of time, so I figured we would just do it this way since we were already getting pretty good FPS. I didn't really want to have to put some stuff down to low and medium, but I think that's probably what it would take if you didn't want to use any upscaling or frame gen. Just running some stuff on medium. It's got a lot of VRAM, so leave the textures and like a couple other things on high, like the stuff that you look at, but turn stuff down like hair and what have you, and shadows. But anyway, that is all I got for you guys for this particular video, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.